man. We on here like a fly on the wall. Getting it in with Tszyu versus Fundora, fourth round. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm catching on. Hey, I gotta watch some of it, so we doing this damn thing. But fourth round, PBC. Y'all already know what it is. Pay per view. Blood got shattered into the camera. That's how bloody this fight is with Fundora versus Tszyu, the Mexican American out of California, Coachella, California, and the Australian cat, WBO World Champion, defending it versus Sebastian Fundora, but also for WBC belt too. And they are both bloodied up due to Fundora. Tszyu went to accidentally hit Fundora's elbow and got a nasty gash by his hairline in the middle of his hairline, and it's impairing his vision. And it's a good fight. I started watching it from the third round, and here we are. Pitbull Cruz becomes the WBA World Champion, defeating Rolly Romero. Son, I told y'all what was gonna happen, and like I kept saying, Ismael Salas takes another L to a Mexicano, as he did with Robesi versus Divino, and people took a L. I mean, Rolly took a L. People got him, and but I predicted that Pitbull win, and now headed to the fifth round of Tszyu versus Fundora, and Fundora right there throwing that right, tripling it up. Tszyu coming back, but the height looks crazy. Looks crazy. Thank you. Pero no había un vaso más shit.
Con los chiquitillos, ¿cómo iba a caber? ¿Te traigo eso?
But how y'all have that fight going? Since I started watching it from the third round, when it looked like Fundora was put a beating on Tszyu, but it was due to that elbow. But Tszyu did it to himself. He went at the bone due to the height difference, and it's just not a good look for him right now. So, yeah, but this is gonna be interesting, real interesting. Where y'all watching it at? And y'all, let's get the likes of 40 peeps up in here. Let's get at least 20 likes. Don't be stingy with a like, man. But fifth round, a minute 30 seconds left of the Tszyu Fundora. Fundora having some black and fire trunks to Tzયુ's black and gold. So what y'all on? What y'all on? How y'all see it? How y'all seeing it? Las Vegas and Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Nevada. My people are there supporting for show. But let's get them likes up. Let's get them likes up. The likes are gonna represent how the fights were tonight. And I was seeing some of the people Cruz and Rolly on my phone. That looked mad entertaining, but this as well. Non-stop action, and with all that blood coming out of Tszyu's dome, it looks pretty crazy. But Fundora's doing good. Fundora's doing good for, you know what I'm saying? For being Tszyu's elite at 54. And Fundora, man, like I said, I feel like he has a big chance if he can capitalize off this of this gash Tszyu has by aiming at it. Because from right now, where I started in third round, I've been seeing Fundora work. But if you like this fight, if you're watching the fight, man, put a like in the video. Going to the sixth round. Sixth round. How do y'all how did y'all see the other fights? If you did, what you think of it? There was a bunch of title fights, I believe, on this card, but I only knew of Rolly's and Tszyu's title fight. Other than that, I really didn't know. But sixth round starts, and Fundora comes jabbing with that right, and he's throwing like six right jabs. Eight with that one, nine. Throws a 1-2 ducked by Tszyu, and Tszyu tries to come back with the left, but not nothing. And Fundora connected with that right. And Fundora's he's putting gas up in that ring. But Tszyu is still somehow still in the round, so other than that gash, he's doing good. But can he continue to go all that way? Tszyu tries to come at Fundora with the left and the right to the body. Tries to gauge Fundora's distance, cause man, that's like a 6'8" Vato compared to like a 5'11" Tszyu. It looks like if Fundora was like a light heavyweight and there was like a middleweight or something, but you know, 54-pounder. And they both connect to each other with Fundora trying to keep the jab in Tszyu's face. And and Fundora jabs him twice, doubles it up. And Tszyu got two good shots on Fundora with the left and right to the helmet. 45 seconds of this sixth round. Sixth round. What's up, people? Talk to me. How y'all seeing it? What y'all like? What y'all think of that gash? 22 seconds of the sixth round. It looks crazy with all that blood. I repeat, it looks crazy, but that's what Fundora needs to do. Just aim at that gash and try to end it. But I don't know. We'll see how Tszyu holds up. And sixth round is over. We're going to the seventh, but if you Cuban, what you thought about that Rolly versus Pitbull fight? You know, I predicted that Pitbull Cruz was gonna win. That Rolly was gonna fold under the pressure, and that's what happened. If y'all remember, that's what I said. And the only way I seen Rolly's winning if he would have knocked people cold. If he would have knocked him out cold, then in the beginning early, then I knew people wasn't gonna last. But he did, and he ended that boy. At least took his strap. And I'm not sure if it's unbeaten record, but And right now, round 7, the doctor's checking up on Tszyu, making sure he's all right. He's able to go and continue, and that's what's going on. Tszyu coming in hot, but just the height, the height looks like it bothers Tszyu. So do something. 2 minutes and 4. Fundora versus Tszyu. Tszyu versus Fundora. Fundora's not really throwing like crazy hard shots, but he needs to do something. If not, it's gonna look like a Tszyu fight. Tszyu just taking over control, not having to worry about so much the gash, but then it gets all over his eyes, and that could be a factor to Tszyu getting, he could get dropped and just not being his fight. And there's a big opportunity right here, so neither of them can lose. Even though Tszyu's already a champion, Fundora hasn't been a champion. But this is his shot. Will he be able to take it as in other fights, other than getting defeated and then KO'd by Brian Mendoza? A minute and 5 seconds left in the 7th round. And Tszyu throwing the harder punches. Fundora's not really doing anything of note. He's just throwing like jabs. He does throw hooks, but they don't have no juice to it. He ain't cracking. Tszyu throws more calculated and much harder punches. So that was a good left from Fundora to the body, and goes back at it with a couple of jabs. Tszyu just looks crazy with that gash. End of round 7. We head on to the 8th. From there, with the 8th not being completed, we still have 3 more rounds to go. Now, what do you mean? But we still got the championship rounds. Y'all about to know what it is. But solid fights. Other than the cut, it hasn't really been nothing too crazy. But I wonder how the judges are seeing it. If they're seeing it based on Fundora's, movement. He does have volume, but they're not really meaningful shots. And right now they start off the 8th with a little exchange. 4 punches each thrown. They have like made contact, either blocked or just been blocked. They all been blocked from both fighters. And Tszyu lunges at Fundora, man, to give it an even bigger impact. And Fundora hasn't really been throwing his uppercuts. I feel like he can probably catch Tszyu like that. His left hook lands once again, and Tszyu tries to come back, but Fundora blocks it. Fundora triples up the jab, throws a left. Fundora's, keep him busy with that right jab, but it needs to do more damage. And Zoo shots are way more impactful. A minute 35 seconds of the eighth round, and Fundora and Tszyu's going ham. They throwing that leather, and even Zoo's bloody. He's doing the more better of the two. Fundora's just trying to throw like sloppy jabs with no juice. Like I've been saying, like he ain't got no juice to his punches. And even though Zoo has all that blood in his face, he's still going in. Oh, and Zoo clips Fundora with the right to the jawline. But Fundora takes it and tries to come back with double jab, tripling up the jab, but not phasing Zoo. Zoo comes back, misses with the right. Couple seconds left and the round is over. But like I'm saying, how do y'all see the fights? Which ones did you watch? How are you seeing this one? But Zoo is bloodied up. Whoa, yeah. In the replay, yeah, that's crazy. It just won't stop bleeding. But it's not. It don't seem to bother him in no way because it feels like he's getting the better of Fundora. So as long as he's able to go all 12 or able to knock Fundora out, it shouldn't really do anything to him. But they're both a bloody mess. Round 9 out of 12. Zoo being the favorite and Fundora being the underdog. And it's showing. It's showing who's favorite. Zoo getting the better work. There's opportunity for Fundora. He at least needs to drop Drew Zoo at least 2 times to probably get a decision, or if unless Fundora can stop him. I don't see how if Zoo can keep going the way he's going now, landing the better shots and having control of the ring, then he will take the fight. Because he just has the better calculated game plan, punches, defense. Because I mean, other than that elbow, like Fundora hasn't phased him with like no punch, unless he can tire Zoo out. But Fundora really hasn't been hitting to the body. He should be trying to aim at the cut, but other than trying to get it stopped, and if he's up on the scorecards, he can win. But if not, depending how the judges have it looks like Zoo's getting the better work. Where y'all watching it, how you watching it, you scoring it. I, I started off on the third round. Now we 6 rounds in, number 9. so I didn't watch the whole beginning of the fight. I missed 2 rounds, and that, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I wish I could have watched the. Like I said, I watched it on my phone, but I wasn't able to commentate. But regardless, from what I seen, it was a cool fight, and we're gonna have some fire content to make. So, I mean, at least people Cruz won. I ride with Fundora, but Zoo's also cool. I'm a fan of his as well. So end of round ninth, and we're going to the 10th. We going to the 10th, and they're trying to get Zeus gash that he has on his hairline to stop, but it's a pretty deep gash, so hopefully they get that fixed. Cause yeah, that's wild. But remember, with the elbow, one of the hardest bones in their body. But that is a nasty cut. And it seems like Fundora's not even aiming for it, but it just won't stop bleeding. And like I've been saying, it's looking like a zoo performance. Cause Zoo is doing the better work. So but we'll see if he can keep up. Cause Fundora just keeps throwing. He keeps throwing and he doesn't usually stop. So let you knock him out, then he just continues to throw. Round 10th, 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. 2 more rounds. The height difference, Zoo is not having a problem with that. Zoo is finding ways, but the gash and Fundora's volume, it might start to show in the championship rounds, but of now, Fundora's keeping his volume up, keeping Zoo guessing and keeping him tired. Hopefully, he's trying to tire him out, and we'll see if Zoo can overcome that and stay champ and become the ABC champion, or if Fundora can pull an upset. But I could see the upset. I could see the upset, but we'll see how Zoo holds up with that gash, man. That gash is pretty crazy. Even though they're not taking it to know, I'm pretty sure that they said it was a elbow, so not like they scored it for Fundora either way. But like I said, I didn't watch it from the first round, so I don't know what happened. I don't know if someone got dropped. But 45 seconds of 10th round. And every time Zoo gets touched up in the face, it's just a bloodbath. And he ate like 2 jabs. Zoo tries to come back and go to Fundora's body. Fundora throws a 1-2 that was dug, and they both exchange and miss. And Zoo lands a 1-2. Fundora tries to go. And the end the 10th round. Crazy fight due to the blood. But Tszyu in the replay got Fundora good to the body, so another exchange where they both exchanged, and Tszyu got the better of the exchange with the 1-2. Pretty flush, but not over. Who knows how the judges have it? How the judges have it, and like I said, I did not watch the first 2 rounds. This fight could change Fundora's life, and we'll see if Tszyu can retain his WBO. Crawford wants a crack at the winner at this fight, but now Spence says he wants the winner out of this fight. So the winner out of this fight tonight will have a lot of options and good fights for all parties involved, for their pockets, and yeah, pretty much this the sky is the limit for sure from there. Even though Tszyu's already like a star in Australia, but you know he could become even more famous if he's to capture the WBC in Vegas, having made fans here. But the fight's still not over. 11th round, a minute 55 seconds left of the 11th. Only one round remaining, and we'll see who wants it more. Sebastian Fundora, the Mexican American from Coachella, California, or Tszyu from Australia, the WBO champion. And Fundora keeps that high volume. That high volume when it's left, when they're left jabs, comes back with the right hooks. I haven't really seen him throw too many uppercuts, but regardless, he's there. And Tszyu lands a hard right to Fundora's helmet. Fundora takes it well. Fundora comes back with like 4 punch combo. Doesn't do much, but those 2 rights land on Tszyu. Tszyu comes back with the right. That's blocked by Fundora. Fundora triples up the jab. Fundora right jab. Fundora keeping distance. Tszyu coming at Fundora, but Fundora evading. And Fundora double jabbing. 3rd jab, 4th. 30 seconds of 11th round of the junior middleweight unification fight. WBO, WBC belts. Whoever has that WBC is that guy, so you know. Fundora had just took a L not too long ago. Now he's fighting for his case to be unified champion. And we will go to the 12th round. We'll see who takes it. I feel like Sebastian Fundora will take it. From what I've seen, you know, Tszyu has been getting the better shots, but nothing too crazy. And Fundora's been just having that high output volume, and he's keeping it up. So I feel like if he can get 1 or 2 good shots and a good defense in this round, I feel like he can take the fight. But we'll see what he'll do, or if he'll let Tszyu try to take the fight, because Fundora has a really good chance of winning this fight. Due to the high volume punchers. That's how Divino, the Michoacano, Aguacatero took that WBO from the Cuban Robesi Ramirez. So will it be the case in this fight? It could possibly be. The final 12th round of the junior middleweight championship of the world, WBC WBO unification fight. Sebastian Fundora versus Tszyu, and and Tszyu came in a little bit more urgent, and Fundora just doing what he's doing, keeps on doing what he's been doing, throwing punches. You know the height. You could tell Tszyu lunges in, meaning he can't really reach. So feels he can't reach, so he has to lunge and do that extra. So all that's going into effect. And let's not forget about the gash on Tszyu's hairline, which is a big gash. It won't stop bleeding. And Fundora just keeping that stick on Tszyu's face. So uh, the blood also getting to Tszyu's eyes, not being able to see real well. And okay, in this exchange, they got each other good. Tszyu came with a really strong right, but Fundora just right there, going toe to toe, throwing punches, man. Really, both have a heart of a champion. You know what I mean? But we've been knowing Fundora, what he's about. This, you could say, Fundora took the L, but he was still a hard matchup for the top guys, and look what it was to Tszyu. He might just lose this fight, but the fight is not over until all 12 rounds is over. So they both have a shot, and see if 50 seconds left. See if they can do something to change it up and be the more clear victor. So they're both exchanging. Tszyu looks like he doesn't have that much juice left anymore. Fundora throwing punches, but not significantly damaging or doing any major damage. But I think he's probably gonna be up on the scorecard due to his volume punching. And Tszyu hasn't really damaged Fundora ever since I turned it on from third round. Other than the blood kind of gets you like confused because they both be bloody sometimes, but due to Tszyu's gash, and it didn't end in KO, but we'll see what the judges say. And I feel like it's and the new with the WBC, WBO Sebastian Fundora, I feel like he did more from what I watched from the third round on. I feel like he did enough with his high volume. Um, he would get clipped, but I just feel like he won based off his high volume of punches and who knows how they scored the elbow, because Fundora didn't do it. Tszyu did it to himself by when he was ducking due to the height difference. He was like ducking and it went under his elbow, and right there Fundora, however he moved it, caused the gash. So you gotta remember that's the elbow. But we'll see. We'll see who wins. I feel like Fundora won. Um, but I don't know. These judges be going crazy sometimes, man. And but we gon' see who won for sure. But like I said, Pitbull Cruz, Rolly Romero fight was cool. This one was cool, but um, I thought Tszyu was gonna do more, and this is what I thought of Fundora. Like if you exchange with him more, you have better chance of knocking him out. But I mean that gash too. That gash was crazy. Maybe Tszyu could have fought a different way, but we gonna see. We gonna see who wins. What y'all think won? Alright, a couple seconds. And the upset happens. Sebastian Fundora wins. Takes the WBO from Tszyu and becomes unified. Winner by split decision. Um, but yeah, like I felt Fundora won as he did. Become WBO unified champion in the junior middleweight division. Tszyu, hey, he is what he is, a solid fighter at 54. But now Fundora has options to face Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, Jermell Charlo. If Jermell Charlo would still be at that weight, but Fundora fulfills his dream of being not only a champion but a two-time champion and a unified champion all in one. So will be remembered in the history forever in boxing and Mexican American, another win for the Mexicans. So um, hey man, shout out to him. Shout out to People Cruz. The Mexicanos taking the W tonight, and that's what it's about, baby. I thought I thought Fundora had a chance, a better chance than Thurman, and Fundora went in there and did work, and took the Australians' belt and taking it back to California. So shout out to that Coachella native Sebastian Fundora, and it's only up from there. Just because you take a L don't mean you can't come come back, bounce back from my L. So just so people can see, man, everything is possible. And shout out to Sebastian Fundora for becoming unified WBC WBO junior middleweight championship champion of the world. And shout out to him. Cool fight, and for sure we'll go back into making some more content on this later. But that was it on the commentary. No one really came on the chat to talk about it, but I'll probably get back on live later, or if not tomorrow, most likely tomorrow, and talk about what went down. And yeah, till next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.